This Jackie Robinson looks cracked.
And now the first baseman, Jackie Robinson. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
No lie, this is probably going to be the only game I'm going to buy this year. MLB. Because the last year, I only bought MLB, NCAA, and Elden Ring, and I didn't even beat Elden Ring. I got like halfway through it. Well, I would say more like 75% through it. And then the new DLC is coming out for it this year. And I said, well, how can I say I'm going to buy that DLC if I haven't even beaten the last one? So, and I'm not getting college football, I don't think, this year because, like, I don't know. I felt like I don't think so. Like, me and Jess were talking about it. I just felt like the last, like, when you spend so much money, like, on the game, like, they didn't have anything worth spending the money on. And then Black Friday came around. I mean, usually, like, we spend a couple $100s a year. I spent like $200 on Black Friday because I was like, you know what? I know it's Christmas. I was like, you know what? Like, they've never had anything worth packing. And like, the packs were fire. And I think like because we spent that money right then and there when it was like at its peak, and we knew that it was going to end in like 3 or 4 weeks, we force played it. And that's what we were talking about on the game. We're like, we gotta keep playing it. And I don't know, like, I guess I stopped playing MLB because when I was dating Kayla, I kept having to pause the game because I didn't have 30 minutes because she'd always bug me about something. 35. Like, could you imagine me being in the 11th inning that last game if I was still at her house? There'd been no way I would have gotten through that. No way in hell I would have gotten through that. So like I stopped playing MLB. I just went to college football because it was shorter. But I think like I'm gonna really play MLB all year. Like the MLB season's from now, to be honest, and like it's gonna be my game. And that's why I'm kind of glad I invested. They did it really stupid last year. Like they went back to the old way of how they did it. Kind of cool that I'm playing it the old school style because they did it so dumb last year. They basically did it like 4 separate seasons, and if let's say you got a card in season 1, right? You weren't allowed to use that card in season 2, 3, or 4. And a lot of people were like, well, what's the point of me grinding my ass off for all these cards in season 1 if I can't even use any of them in season 2? And it just started a bunch of controversy. And it got to the point where they put these things called wild cards where you could use any player from any season, but like you could only use 2 of them. So it just, I don't know. To me, it was stupid. And then their game was pretty much dead by season 4, so they just turned it off. And they said, hey, you can use any cards you want. That's what made me go back. That's what made me go back. I was like, oh, I have a team I can use from any season.
2 or 3 sports stars in college. Jackie Robinson, a 4-sport star. He was a Division I standout in baseball, basketball, football, and track.
Dude, that dab was fucking juicy. Yeah, dabbies are nice. I got Simplies. I'm so hyped I'm off tonight.
Squeezes it, and that will end. So digging in, Jackie Robinson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field.
That's gone.
And there's 2.
So, I mean, you gotta get there early. I'm done. I like her shirt, Josh.
And a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty.
So what are you doing on Easter, Josh? Because I know you got kids. You can do anything.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the...
I'll say it's 420. 420 on Easter. That's why me and all my buddies, because I hosted 420 the last like 4 or 5 years, we're like, we can't do it
Swing
on
and a
420
miss,
because it's
strike
Easter, so we're
one.
doing a
Well,
419.
he knows they
And
don't
everybody's
want to
coming
give him
over.
anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs,
I don't know how that's
you've
going to
got to
work because I'm
expand
going
the
to be out
zone.
all
He's
night Friday.
capable
I
of
feel like
going
this is going to be
out
like the
there
first
and
year we're
doing
not going to do
damage
anything.
with it.
Because we're all busy now. Like, we're not 21 years old not doing anything. We're all 25, 26. Half of us have kids. Like, people got priorities now. It's not
Now
just
the
like
ball.
I think if we planned it like for like next weekend or something, give people like time to prepare for it. Because Johnson's not even going to be home either. He works until 10 o'clock on Saturday. So
Swing and a ground ball
yeah,
up the middle. And
exactly. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we'll be in Discord. I'll just get fucking stoned with you. Stupid stoned. Like I'm talking like that one time I played Sea of Thieves and you were on that brigantine and I was literally passed out in the chair.
And a ball popped up. Candelario.
Bro, I remember my camera being on. I was just like
And
this.
that'll do it.
I could see myself. I think for me it was the fact I was doing this in my eye, and I was like, "Mama, this is as far as I can open it." Like it literally looked like I was sleeping. It literally looked like I was sleeping on the camera, dude.
Swing and a miss.
Because that was the first time I did wax in like 2 months. And I used glue. I didn't use the other thing, and I was so like my friend Sam said this. My friend Sam said this wax isn't like because you've seen the scoops I pick up like normally, like they're fucking massive. He told me to not do that. He was like, bro, like if you do a size of your dab, like you will literally bring it out. Like you have to take a small dab. It goes a long way. I didn't listen. I took one of my dabs. It was one of those dabs where no smoke came out. So like I inhaled it, I tried to blow it out, there was no smoke. And that's when I was coughing for 40 minutes. Remember that? I couldn't stop coughing. Oh, NBA playoffs start tonight.
And that's down a base hit. So a man aboard
That's
now,
not
one away.
You're gonna go on the Raging Bull. That's my favorite. I used to be petrified of that rap. It's my favorite. Superman is also really good because like Superman is also really good because like so you're sitting in a chair like this, right? And it has like the thing, but then when it does